Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and if I remember to, I'll have the link to the actual video down in the description. But Old School MTG is back to talk about why his video mysteriously disappeared that had, probably 200,000 to 300,000 views on it, I would think. I saw it at mid 100,000s. And he was showing off some collector's boosters that he bought, and he was opening them on camera. What was wrong with that? Unreleased, unspoiled set. March of the Machine, The Aftermath, which is the supplemental set that comes out after March of the Machine. So he's got quite the story about what happened, because a lot of the comments were like, ooh, wow, yay, oh, go, hooray for you, screw WOTC, which, okay, all right. But about 1 in 10, 1 in 20 were like, you do realize the amount of heat you are about to bring upon yourself living in America, and WOTC ain't going to take this sitting down. Assuming this wasn't a marketing stunt from WOTC, which I really don't think it was. So according to his, I don't have any proof, but unverified, but he seems nice enough story, I'm still very skeptical. And he says he was woken up this morning, I believe it was, assuming he uploaded this same day, by his dogs barking because somebody was at the door. So he answers the door. Who is it? Pinkerton Private Security. So to the best of his knowledge and short investigation, the products weren't stolen. In his opinion, the guy he bought it off seems to be suggesting that the distributor just has them already. And because the font in the box and the art look so unbelievably similar, somebody just grabbed the wrong one off the wrong pallet. And that's why it was such a high volume. Now, how the shop owner didn't notice or notify WOTC or do something with it themselves, they're like, hey, you want to buy these? One of the many things that doesn't add up about this. What store owner selling MTG wouldn't notice that that's the wrong product? The distributor, I could see it. Somebody in a warehouse, I could see it. The store owner? But remember, Old School MTG says that to the best of his knowledge, that's what he thinks or estimates happened. But for the record, the guy who's selling it to him is a mostly Yu-Gi-Oh guy who doesn't know Magic very well, according to him. Now, see, that's another thing that doesn't add up. You got in, 12 collector's boosters of Magic? Those things are at cost, 100 and something to 200 and something a piece. They're outrageous. So he threw that much money at a premium product, and he doesn't, quote, do Magic? I mean, I guess if you don't play it, but you know the products, you know what you sell. So, basically, they requested all of the products, saying it was stolen and blah, 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 jail time, you're in big trouble, rawr, we're big scary, rawr. And this absolute dingus decided, oh, okay, you better just take it all then, and I'll delete the video as you asked. The correct answer is, here's who I bought it from, bye, come back with a warrant. It's not stolen as far as I know, but if it is, you're gonna have to have a warrant. Also, you're being recorded. So that's what a normal person who's not a coward and knows the law would do. The Pinkertons are also scumbags. The company's 170 years old. They are awful. I'm not saying every last one of them, but they got issues. Why didn't they send the police? Why did they send them? Why are they spending so much money on that? 1, because he's American, so they can actually do something about it. And 2, because the real police would be like, well, prove it was stolen, and they want this thing gone now. So if you want to kind of go outside the law and try to coerce and convince stupid people to hand over stuff that they don't legally need to with just scare tactics and nonsense, well, then you hire private security like them. And private security is a bit of a stretch. Private thugs, private fake police. Those two terms are purely in my opinion, but I find them to be a little bit more suited. Although they did go after commies back in the day. So that was cool. But I guess since he was playing along, and because, this is what they were told to do, they're also, I guess, a singing telegram service, but without the singing part. Okay, I don't know that they didn't sing it. They were like, here, call this person at WOTC. So I was like, all right, calls him up. And so all those socialists at WOTC, I guess, were working on a Saturday. And he called them, and he's like, oh, the gentleman was very nice. Yeah, because you're playing along. Otherwise, they get to throw around their weight and use crap tactics. They already did, in my opinion. You just fell for it. So they just wanted the product so that they could figure out from the serial numbers and the other, unique markers on the box, what facility, what distributor, what's going on with it. Was it a little double run where you recycle the serials and sell it on the side from the printing facility? What went on here? What? And the other thing is distributors are supposed to, and sometimes they do, track what serial numbers go to what store. Bare minimum, I guarantee you WOTC knows what serial number went to what distributor. So they're going to go to them and start asking questions. Where is this pallet? Where did this go? What happened here? Did you count this? Who stole it? Who was the delivery person? What's their name? And unfortunately, because that would be a critical part of the police investigation, which would have been the FBI because it's interstate, and convincing them to go after something like this. I mean, yeah, Hasbro's pretty far left, and so is the FBI now, so there's that, and they have a ton of money, so there's that. So if you want the totally impartial, fair, blind justice, liberty, whatever the hell treatment, come to America. Totally works. But they would have had the police show up and be like, well, now we have to seize this, and we'll give it back if we find out it's not stolen. But, like, we have a warrant because we need the serial numbers. So they would have gotten that, maybe, eventually, but boy, it wouldn't have been quick. And also, I don't think it would be a warrant to be a subpoena, but whatever. That's why they sent these people, because it was faster. But basically, they're like, hey, we got to find the hole in the supply chain, we got to trace this back and appreciate your cooperation. And there was some discussion without any kind of agreement about compensating him because that was not cheap product. That's the other thing. So this guy just dumps like, what, $2,000 or something? In theory? On that video. I can't reference it and I didn't download it. Yeah, I know. Brilliant. I scrolled through his channel. He is not noteworthy, nor has he made any other video I could see about just like, hey, we're opening like a couple thousand worth of products. What's different about this one? They just decided, oh yeah, let's get a couple grand worth. I mean, unless he was like, buy it up for the channel, open it over time, which looks like what he does, but still. This many collector's boosters and they weren't stolen? I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just pointing out the fact that just seems a little odd and a little out of character. And why did he delete the video? Why'd they even request him delete the video? I guess like people are linking to it like crazy, and if it disappears, it's like less people, but they're all over Reddit. It's all over like image galleries. It's on private Facebook groups. It's everywhere. It's on Discord. It's on spoiler websites. You can't put the genie back in the bottle, okay? That cow ain't going back down the stairs. We don't have genies in Wisconsin. We have cows, and they will go upstairs. They will not go downstairs. They also will not grant your wishes, unfortunately. Wait. Unless you wish for beef or potentially dairy products. So with just a little bit of suspect things, let's continue with a couple little more details he gave. They talked about compensating him not with money, but with other product because, you know, they've got that sitting around. WOTC has mountains of products. Don't even get me started on why and how it's just all dodging the IRS. So they like might try to send him something to compensate. And I mean, the guy like apologized and, you know, trying to make the situation go well because he's cooperating is what I'm thinking. So he did say that someone he talked to, either the Pinky Boys or the WOTC Boys, I guess we'll call them the Rainbow folks, the Rainbow Coalition. I don't want to misgender them. Between Pinkies and Rainbows, one of the two told him something about, yeah, the footage is potentially copyrighted. I'm not sure about that. The only law I know of for sure is in France that would support that, and he's not in France. Would it be fair use? It would be gray area. Is it a copyright violation at all in the first place? I really don't know. I've never heard a case like that come up, and I follow this kind of stuff. So anyway, the Pinks took all the booster wrappers, all the cards, everything. They counted them. And finally, at the end, he makes the based comment about, hey, this was a reminder of back in the day where you would open something and you didn't know what was going to be in it ahead of time. Nor did you know the prices really. You read the cards for the first time. You going through the comments and reading them like, whoa, wouldn't that be nice? So apparently he's a long-time, old-time player. I'd say 75%, I believe, is story, and 25%. Some things don't add up, and it's the internet, and I don't know. People do stuff for stunts and for attention. But I would have told them to take the cards and shove them right where the sun don't shine. And they're going to need a warrant to get it because it's not stolen, no law was broken, and they're not the real cops. I might take down the footage, though, because that I'd be like, at least call a lawyer, but that sounds kind of expensive. And private security don't scare me. Police don't scare me. Threats from a big company, they don't scare me. Copyright strikes scare me. Now, that said, I'm not deleting my video on it. Because anybody could plainly see that it's like, okay, it's already absolutely everywhere. It's not like I'm putting it in printed form or distributing it or replicating it. It's like, yeah, the art. Okay, something you've never enforced before. And with this being on probably 100 different websites at this point, it would just be seen as petty selective enforcement to get revenge on people they don't like. Just opportunistic. And then you could say, why didn't you enforce it for this person, this person, this person, when you've given everybody a stated implied license to show magic cards under some circumstances? But you didn't enforce it this time. What's up with that? And like, seriously, they don't need another black eye. If somebody at WOTC hates me enough to try and pull that crap, I'll take them to court so quick. It'll be in the news everywhere. You think Jeremy wouldn't cover that? You think I don't have friends bigger than that? You think I don't got people that would throw a couple K at a legal fund just to prove a point to WOTC and destroy them? Nah, not worth it. Not worth it. Hopefully everybody there is making better decisions than they did in 2022. So I will still cover full spoilers, I guess, when they actually come out, because it's a very interesting set. And, well, that's just the update. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.